welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's Ella here, and it's another episode of the Humanitarians of Africa series. Today, I have all the way from Cameroon, some founder here who is going to be sharing with us her amazing story about the work she is doing right there in Cameroon. Welcome, Glory. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Ella, and thank you for having me here.
The pleasure is mine. So let's get straight into the juice of today, Glory. Can we meet you? Who is Ngwana Glory? I'm sorry if I'm getting the name wrong. But then, who is Glory? What do you do? Where do you stay? Please tell us, who is Glory?
Once more, thanks for having me in your program. My name is Glory Ngwana, a dynamic lady, the founder of Nabuh Foundation, a corporate lady working with a telecommunication company in Cameroon, a yoga instructor. I am academic inclined with a background in computer science and business administration. And I must say, I am a strong advocate for gender equality. I agree with Chimamanda Ngozi, who says we all should be feminists. For feminism is about the social, economic, and political equality of the sexes and not women's rule over men as it is often misinterpreted. So that's me.
Wonderful, wonderful. So it looks like you read a lot of Chimamanda's works. I actually wrote my BSc project, my undergraduate project was on one of her books, Purple Hibiscus, although it was in French, because I studied French. So I had to write a dissertation on that book in particular. But yeah, that's really good. I love her books. Well done so far.
She's a great lady.
Yeah, she is. She really is. Well done on the work you're doing. So please tell us about your foundation. What do you do? What's the foundation about? What impact have you made so far? What's the story behind your foundation?
Okay, the Nabuh Foundation is an NGO with a vision to empower the vulnerable girl child into a woman of value. We do that via 4 pillars. The first is girls' education via a structure called the Network of Education, where we empower the vulnerable, where we empower the girls to optimize their potentials, and upon graduating and obtaining a job, they will in turn empower others, thereby making the network of education a reality. Our second pillar is advocating against domestic violence. The third is the voice for the voiceless. And the last is self-development programs. Considering the impact, the foundation was founded in September 2019 with 4 students. One is already a graduate blessed with a job. And in 2020, we launched competitions with cash benefit aimed at promoting girls' education. 5 participants profited or benefited from that competition. In the 2020-2021 academic year, we offered 10 scholarships to 10 students into the state university. And during our first anniversary that took place December 2021, we assisted 2 enterprising women to boost their capital. Presently, we have launched the scholarship for the year 2021-2022 academic year to onboard more girls. As I said, I was a yoga instructor. In 2020, we started the yoga instruction known as Yoga with Biziwo, with the objective to encourage balancing, self-discipline, and healthy living or healthy lifestyle in our community. This year, we were honored to champion the International Day of Yoga in the Indian Consulate of Douala and the Indian Embassy in Yaoundé. People have always asked me, why girls? And that is the story behind my foundation.
Okay.
Ella, a child understands and speaks first the language they are exposed to.
Yeah.
Other languages comes in later. So the first language I was exposed to was girls' education was not of value. I keep on telling people, if it was my father who never went to school and told me in their days, boys' education was not of value, today I will be talking of boys and not girls. Gender inequality in my family and immediate community had been a concern to me since I was 12 years old. As a young girl, I often wondered why my mother never went to school, unlike my uncles. Not contented with my mom's response, who said girls' education was not of value, I promised myself that when older, I will change this. I set an objective, not only to study for the sake of my mother and myself, but to advocate for girls' education across the globe. And this is how my organization, named after my mother, came into being. I am a firm believer that one educated girl transforms not only her family, but her community.
Definitely.
Moreover, you will agree with me when we look at the statistics of female and male education in our society, a lot still needs to be done for the girl child. I was looking at the Global Gender Gap Report of 2020. It says 88% of female attended primary school worldwide, but as compared to male, that were 91%. So girls are still behind. So we still need to support them. So that's the story behind my foundation.
That's great, having to use your personal experience and wanting to beat whatever limit anyone has put on that thing called education for girls. That's really, really wonderful. Well done. I've done my research about your organization, and I see there is a program called the Mom in School Initiative. So what is that initiative about? Do you mind sharing?
Mom in School Initiative is the structure we have put in place for the network of education, as I explained to you above, where we sponsor girls who later on sponsor others. The word mom is coming in because of the genesis of the idea. I promised my mom that because of her miseducation, I was going to ensure that more girls get the opportunity. So when I see these girls going to school, I see but my mother in them. So mom is in school.
Wonderful. So through this initiative, you've been able to help a lot of girls get back to school and do certain stuff. That's great. You mentioned entrepreneurship, having to connect the girls with skills and all of that. How does that work when it comes to the trainings you organize for the girls? How do you achieve?
First, we organize seminars where we invite entrepreneurs to come and share their ideas, encourage them. We also organize competition where we select promising women with entrepreneurship idea and offer them cash benefit to boost their venture. Nobody knows tomorrow. We also partner with associations that train in handwork, like soap production, cake production, that add values to the girls and women we send there for the trainings.
That's great. So you stay in Cameroon, your work is basically in Cameroon at the moment. And I know that there is this sort of clash between the French speaking and the English speaking, I really don't know what the situation is like on ground right now, but how does that affect the work that you do? Does it affect it in any way, or your work is specifically focused on one aspect alone, maybe just Douala or somewhere?
No, it is Cameroon. It's true that when I look at the statistics of the beneficiary, is mostly the English speaking, you understand, but the informations are mostly spread in the social media. So anybody can see, anybody can apply. It's true that because I am the English speaking citizen, probably my audience in my social media platform are mostly are mostly the English-speaking citizens, but it's open, it's in the net, anybody can read. Anybody can read.
So does that clash, that issue on the ground, does it necessarily affect your work, or it does not interrupt it at all? You're able to
not really, it doesn't.
Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. What does a normal day, like running an outreach for your organization, how does it look like normally if you are supposed to go about that?
Mostly it's via our social media handles and the events we organize, and also through the beneficiaries who are our first ambassadors.
True.
We are also in close collaboration with the Cameroon media outlet like the STV, the Sweet FM, and also my main international partner, the REP Foundation based in Ghana.
Okay, that's great. So those people kind of help to spread the word and disseminate all information. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So let's move into the more technical aspect of it. When it comes to challenges or struggles that you go through in the course of running your organization, are there any challenges? What has been your struggles in the course of running your organization, apart from funding, definitely, because every organization has issues with funding.
Yes, apart from funding, sometimes you have the awareness that this is your calling, but the how to go about it is always a challenge. Today, you see that organizations like mine can only reach the public through the social media. So it is a challenge to develop contents sufficiently, rapidly, and consistently to meet the demands of the social world environment. Also, networking is an issue. It is commonly said your network is your net worth.
Yeah.
Personally, I am the inward kind of person with little interaction. It is my foundation and yoga activity that's bringing me to the public. So I have to catch up with the pace of this networking stuff in order for the organization to grow. And the last is having people buying your idea, trusting your idea, and even understanding your idea is very difficult. After all, sometimes you comfort yourself that the vision was given to you, but selling it is sometimes difficult.
That's true. Having to connect and get people to buy into the vision that you have sometimes can be difficult. You mentioned yoga. You also said you are into the education field. I know you're running your PhD program. Am I correct?
So you know me.
Yes. You mentioned when we first met that you're doing your PhD program. You also said you're doing yoga, you are working. How are you able to combine all of this, manage your time, and still be effective? How are you able to put all of this together? Because a lot of founders go through something I call overwhelm. Founders overwhelm. How are you able to manage all of this?
Okay, first, anybody that knows me about time management. I'm so conscious of time. My 1 minute is very expensive, and you don't dare with it. So I am also a disciplined type of person that when I say this is a time to do this, I do it. And I have let go of probably social activities. Friends might misinterpret it now, but they don't understand. And as I say, yoga is also helping me because it's a kind of a calming discipline that when I get back and I do some meditations, my mind is relaxed and I then focus on school or focus on whatsoever I want to do. But the first thing is you should be disciplined. The second thing is you should be time conscious and look at the techniques that can help you boost your energy because it's really demanding. And let go of some activities for the moment, some social activities like me.
That's really, really helpful. So what are some lessons you have learned in the course of running your organization so far? Any lessons?
Yes. Your startup imaginations are always opposite to the reality when you start. But don't be discouraged and don't give up, because, you know, we always imagine the big picture, thinking that when we go to the field, what is in our head is exactly what we are going to meet, but you're going to see the opposite. And secondly, when you conquer the fear to start and you begin the process, the universe will guide you and make ways for you.
That's true. Sometimes you imagine things in your head, you have it so perfect, and then when it's time to implement, everything just goes
the opposite
direction.
The opposite. And like, was that what I was thinking? Yes.
I know how that can be. So I have 2 more questions for you before I let you go. What day exactly would you never forget in the course of running your organization? Is there any special day that stood out for you in the course of running your organization? Please share.
Yes, it was this year, the 1st of March, 2022.
Okay.
I was selected for the Tony Ayumelu mentorship program.
Oh, wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you. That evening was a reflecting time for me, because I had to go back to when I was 12 years old, telling the universe what I want to do when I grow up, and how I have nursed the idea till the time that I brought it to light. Being selected among the 15 selected, out of thousands of ladies, or qualified ladies that were nominated, was humbling. It was an indication of my special grace and gave me the courage to keep moving, and that truly the universe is watching.
I know what that means, like having to be selected out of so many. That's really a wonderful, wonderful.
It really came like a surprise.
Thank God for that. Thank God for that. And congratulations once again. So what program or project, do you have any program or project you would like to talk about that you want people to support you with?
Oh, yes. First, they should support in financing the education program. I need money to send these girls to school. I also need volunteers who will come for us to strategize on how to expand this vision. You know, you have the vision, but you can't do it alone. So you need the people to guide you. And also organizations and associations that think they can partner in one way or the other, they are most welcome.
Okay, so guys, as usual, we're open to partnerships, collaborations, donors for the education program, and you can see the contact details on your screen. So please feel free to reach out. Also check the description box for the contact details so that you can reach out and see how you can volunteer if you're in Cameroon, or you can donate and support the organization. So finally, are there any last words you have to share with nonprofit leaders in Cameroon, specifically for people in Cameroon listening?
Okay, I think the first I will tell them is to understand their why. Why are they into this NGO? Because their why power is the energy that will keep them going in challenging time. It's not easy, because you are having an idea that even the closest people around you don't believe you. And so sometimes you ask yourself, am I in the right path? But if you understand your why and you have that passion, you will keep going. I just also want to encourage them to keep up the good work, because we cannot depend on the government to solve all the social concerns of our community.
Thank you so much. It was an honor to have you here. Thank you so much for coming here to share your story with us. So as usual, everyone, please feel free to share, drop a comment, let me know if you enjoyed this session, and look forward to the other sessions that we're going to be having on the Humanitarians of Africa series. From us, bye-bye.
All right, thank you.